hope you're doing well. How's work been? Welcome to the channel. I want to appreciate my returning subscribers. Thanks for supporting me. God bless you. And if you're new here and you like my content, please consider subscribing and turn on your notification button so you will be enabled. It will enable you to know when I upload a new video or come live. Thank you. Don't forget to like and comment, please. I'm just going to hit the topic quickly. So I want to address the equality, diversity and inclusion around work, schools, establishments and all that. So there was this video that I watched, and the mother was complaining of how our daughter was treated, and she did make some allegation about this our daughter's school, and she had valid points. But my question is, do we not need to assess before we actually explore the system of where the school our children will be going to, and before we should be expecting such, or should we address it with the school before we face any issues, so that we could prevent some of these complaints? I will let you watch the video, and I will come back and drop my own view on it. Do enjoy the video. Thank you.
I'm so angry right now. I never thought I'd be a TikTok ranter, especially coming on TikTok looking like this, but I have to say this right now because I've just dropped my kids to school. Both my children come from a two-religion household. So I'm Christian and their dads are Muslim. Now, my eldest daughter, her dad passed away when she was 5 years old. She's now 10 years old. So this Ramadan, her and her grandma, they had a conversation, and she decided that she wanted to explore Islam in a more in-depth way. And so she decided she was going to fast this Ramadan and also wear her hijab. Both my children go to a Catholic school because I am Christian. When I've dropped them off at school today, bearing in mind this is the United Kingdom, okay? When I've dropped them off at school today, the head teacher's called me and she's pulled me up and she said to me, "Oh, hi, Mum." So I'm like, "Hi, miss. It's very uncomfortable. When we went to church yesterday, Malika was wearing her hijab and we weren't sure what to do with her." What do you mean? Is Malika a Muslim or a Christian? So I've got to Malika's 10 years old. Malika doesn't know. And she comes from a two-religion household. She's exploring both religions to make an informed decision, which I think more adults need to do. Because you've got people out here just following their parents' religion and they don't have a personal relationship with God. It's very important to me that my children have a personal relationship with God, even if it isn't the religion that I follow. Hence why I allowed her to wear her hijab, even though I don't wear one. Clearly, you can see that. And hence why I allowed her to fast. And I've been fasting with her as a support system because I think it's important to support your children through everything that they're going through. Okay? Cool. So I've turned to Miss Fernandez. Yeah, I'm going to say your name. I've turned to Miss Fernandez and I'm like, "Okay, Miss Fernandez, well, Malika's exploring the religions and I don't feel as though I owe you an explanation. You do understand this is a Catholic school." So I said to her, "So are you implying that other religions are not welcome here then? Is that what you're implying?" "No, Mum, you've got the wrong end of the stick? How have I got the wrong end of the stick? You basically just told me this is a Catholic school, and because my daughter is exploring Islam at 10 years old, it's uncomfortable for you guys." She like to me, "Oh, well, we hadn't even noticed that she was fasting. It was just brought to our attention." So negligence 101, because the fast started last week, Thursday. So for a week, you haven't noticed that my child hasn't been eating at lunch. And this is how your children are neglected in the school grounds because they do not care. I kid you not, guys. I'm walking around in circles in the park because I need to burn off this heat that I'm feeling. Extreme and utter anger. And in this fast, I've been really praying to the God I believe in. And I've been asking him to change my ways because I'm quite an, full-on person. But today, Miss Fernandez just had to bring out the bad girl mum in me now because I had to turn up on her. And I think education is really important. So I don't like to act up at my kids at school. Miss Fernandez's face was shocked. Absolutely shocked. And then afterwards, I had to tell my daughter straight away, right in front of the head teacher's face, don't make nobody tell you nothing about your hijab. Don't make nobody in this school tell you nothing about your fast. If you're hungry, you can eat, my darling. Do you understand? Allah will understand because you're still very young. And I don't pretend to understand Islam. It's not a religion that I understand. But I will support my daughter in every way possible for her to find her walk of faith that works for her. Too many people out here in the UK, out here just pretending and going with the flow. And I'm teaching my daughters not to do that. I'm teaching my daughters to go with what's in their heart. And this school ain't gonna stop that message. Listen, my daughter's so good when she goes to school. I had to hype her up this morning to turn up. Don't make nobody, I'm gonna insert the clips in a minute. Don't make nobody tell you nothing, seriously. Also, don't make them be making you think, that it's abnormal for you to go to the church with them in your hijab, okay? You remember what I told you? You're 10 years old, and the only way you can pick the right journey with God is how?
By doing both.
Exactly. It's a personal choice, yeah? And you need to personally make an informed decision. Only way you can do that is by practicing both in the capacity you want to. Did I force you to fast?
No.
Did I force you to wear a hijab?
No, I want to.
Exactly. When you are feeling like you're hungry, what do I say to you? If you can't manage, what can you do?
Eat and pray.
Exactly. But you decide that you want to accomplish this for yourself, don't you?
Yes.
Don't make nobody tell you nothing, okay?
Okay.
Good, thank you.
So welcome back. So for me, let me start with the school itself. I think the school was wrong to have not noticed that the child did not take lunch for over a week, because if anything happens to the girl in the process, they will start asking what's happening. Maybe it's only her friends that will be saying, oh, she's fasting. I do appreciate the fact that the mom is respecting the girl's wish, her daughter's wish, by allowing her to explore her father's religion, and she's supporting her. That support system is really important, even to some of our friends that are Muslims. When they were fasting, when they start, sort of support them, so that whenever you are around them, you also respect that space. You don't start eating beside them because you're actually tempting them. So sometimes you even tell them, oh, I'm going to fast with you tomorrow or in 2 days, for 2 days, you understand? So they feel like, you're part of them. He also kind of make the hours to speed up and all that. Some of them they are really looking forward to that day where you have agreed that you're going to fast with them. So that's one point that I like the fact that she was supporting her daughter as well. But couldn't she have sat her daughter down about this? I feel that for me, I feel she should have called the school and also let the school know that this is what my daughter is embarking on, or she's going through, she's doing, so that if there's anything, they could definitely quickly know what the issue is, and they can also support her as well and respect her. I think for me, it may be wrong. You might not. You don't need to accept my own opinion. I just feel she also need to. She should have informed the school what her daughter is doing, and also before you put your child to a school, shouldn't you have weighed the options of what could happen in that set of school? In the past, my two young adult girls attended a religious school, a Catholic school, and they have their rules, their length of skirts that they wear, how covered their jacket could be, and all that. Things that they're not allowed to do. They have to be Catholic, they have to be baptized. Then get to a stage where they have to do confirmation and all that. The school were straight to a stage. Okay, yeah. So, but few years ago, after my girls have passed out, left the school, and I was driving through that area a couple of times, where I noticed that the schools now have started accepting Muslim children as well. So because I've seen about two or three of the students wearing the hijab, so I thought, oh, so they are being flexible now, because the UK law of Equality Act 2010 has actually put a need to have a due regard to eliminate the, people discriminating or harassing people about maybe their religion, their race, their belief, and all that which is in place. And I do know that some school would have they struggle with it, and they will be maybe trying another method to censor the kind of student that will come into their school, to be that most of them will be of their own faith. The governments are actually put in that effort with them, that they need to be flexible and let the children be included into their circle. It would have been a battle for the school to have actually start accepting it, because some Muslims would have actually sued them, or dragged this thing with them for years. So that has now been accepted. So few of the Muslim children are going to the school based on, you want your school children to attend the school because you know that school is good, and or they live around the place as well. So why are you stopping the children from attending the school just because they are not Christian? I also feel, so with that, I feel okay. It may be other schools that will be flexible. Government has passed a law that they shouldn't prevent children. They should let them be included and all that. So what about the Muslim school? To me, are they also exploring these aspects? So, would Muslim schools accept the Christian? Would they also accept to be flexible into this kind of thing? Should parents also try and see if their children are going to be comfortable in that school? Would they feel equal? Would they be included in their way of life, the way they reason things? I know most of the Muslim school, or would I say all, they do Arabic. Would the children, would the Christian children or other children from another religion, would they be included to start learning Arabic, or they would let them have a choice of, if they don't want to learn it? Would they feel among their other students as well? Would they have to dress the same way they are dressing, to use hijab like this girl was doing as well? Or if she's a Christian, a Muslim school, would they say, okay, you don't have to cover your hair if it's not in the other way around? Anyway, these are the things that I felt, so introducing equality, diversity, and inclusion into government, but into schools, that do you think is quite reasonable, since the children will want to explore, or parents are also sending their children to the school based on the school credibility? The school are quite good, people are trying to fight to get their children into the school. Would the school be, would they make sure that everyone can access the same opportunity the Muslim children are accessing? With the Christian school to make sure that is happening, that all the children can access the same opportunity? And even workplace as well, this happened to some organization, maybe the founder is a Muslim or the founder is a Christian, and they only want to kind of employ people of their own religion, but some people are not from their religion and they would like to work there and also bring their own value to the table. So, do you think that opportunity should be flexible to all organization, all schools as well? And also about the diversity, that that they should try and value people's differences, between they should try and value people's differences, and include them in the way they measure things, and also so that they can all be safe, people can live in harmony. Should parents reconsider the consequence or the barrier that their children will be facing if they take them to a school that is they are not really their religion? If you take your children to a Muslim school, should you be considering the barrier they could be facing, the difficulties. Do you think they will be included in so many things? Would, or even the children there will be included? The same thing with um, you know, just valuing people's differences and make them be able to access the system, everything they are doing there. Should parents also complain if they don't get those values that maybe the other religious students are getting? Should they complain? Should it be what they should have weighed before they actually put their own children there? So I'm just asking, is it good to explore other religious schools with your children? Should they not? Would it not look like you're doing testing time with them, with their career, with their future, or their time and all that? Should we complain? Should we reassess? Should we ask questions before we take our children there and all that? We're not fighting any religion. We just want to be sure of what we're doing before we start complaining. Should we check all this thing, or we should just explore anyway and go along with the children? And like the support system, but like, try to support your other religious friends, or family that are also maybe fasting at any time, and respect their space as well and all that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and please don't forget to like the video as well. Please thumbs up and turn on your notification button and share if you can. Please, you can super thanks the video. Thank you very much once again, and with this I'll round up the video, and I will see you in my next video. Do take care. Bye.